Going on, everybody? Welcome back. MKU Primetime. We have the last week of the regular season today. We're going to be taking a look at Yoshi Family Odyssey against Dynamite Alpha. Basically, if Dynamite wins, they make playoffs, and if they lose, they don't. I'm Royal. I'm joined by Grimm.
Hello.
And yeah, this should be a pretty exciting match. Obviously, the regular season wrapping up this week. So next week, we'll be getting into D1 semifinals. Should be good. Yeah, so I'm actually not quite sure what the standings are in D5, but I don't think Yoshi Family can make it to the playoffs if they win. But I do know that Dynamite does make it if they win. If we could get the lineup cards real quick, that'd be great. We could pull those up real quick. Okay, so on the side of Yoshi Family, we're going to have Amiya, Aranat, Charlie, Ekip, Faker, and Yara. We're actually going to be switching perspectives from Yara to Amiya. And then on the side of Dynamite Alpha, we have Den, Kokote, Kai, Nick, Pedro, and Boss. I don't know who the boss is. I can't quite remember. But yeah, should be a good match. Grimm, who do you think is going to win this one?
I think we're going to see Dynamite Alpha edge it in the push to the playoffs, though I do think Yoshi Family, depending on results, could, if they won the last match, could sneak into playoffs here.
I do think they lost their first match. Let me check.
I didn't see the results, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, YF did win, or did lose, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I think Dynamite will edge it, trying to get into playoffs.
Yeah, I do agree. I think Dynamite, obviously with the playoff life on the line, I think they're gonna play with a sense of urgency. And for YF, obviously, it's tough if you're not really competing for anything right here.
It'll be a close match, though.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so this is the last week of the regular season. So next week we will actually be getting into the Division One semifinals. I'm not quite sure which series we'll cast yet. Um, but it will be during regular MKU time, so we'll start at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I believe that's 20 CET.
20 CET.
And yeah, we'll do 2 matches, and then uh, we might go to a third match if it goes there. And then a week after that, obviously, D1 finals, which should be very exciting. Looks like we are going to be getting started here with 12 players. Do believe there's 12 in the room. Never mind, that guy's out. Yeah, we're gonna be getting started here. 12 players. Oh, okay. I was wondering if that guy was gonna say, "Nah, screw the we're going to play Fall Guys or Fortnite."
We're starting off with Music Park or Animal Crossing, it appears.
Yeah, it definitely looks like YF here has top three, maybe even top five. Yeah, that actually is going to be top five for YF, so this track pick will be huge for them. Um, if they are able to get Music Park, they should be able to, um, keep the top spots. But Animal Crossing, much more of a track that doesn't really matter for your spots, and looks like it will be Animal Crossing. So definitely a little sigh of relief right here for Dynamite.
This season is winter, so it'll be a bit more slidey. as
Yeah, most
well.
definitely. Something that we have here on winter is something we have here on winter is there's actually a bill extension spot. I believe it's right when you land from the glider. If you use your bill right there, it should take you to the end of the track, and that is something that only occurs on winter. And more players tend to bag on winter as opposed to the other seasons. And it looks like we will be seeing about
We're
five or
gonna
so
see.
players kind of
Yeah,
separate themselves.
so you got 7 up front and 5 in the back here.
Yeah. And this is a great pull right here for Cynthia, as he's able to get shrooms and a ghost. Ghost is a really powerful item. Looks like we're just going to use it pretty early. Able to take a shroom, not too bad. Going wide to get some coins, definitely a smart play right there. Able to get triple shrooms, which is really good. Able to shroom away from the horn. Not quite sure who's in last right now. Not sure who's in first either, but this could be a top three for Dynamite.
Kote, Kokote is in last here. Yara's right behind. Looks like Yara just took that extension you were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So I should take him all the way. Looks like RI right here, able to maybe get the shot. Kokote getting a nice chain right there. Not quite sure what's going on the front or who is in first, but we are going to be seeing a bottom two for YF, and we do see Charlie back here as well. Could be bottom three, maybe four for YF.
Yeah, not looking good.
Kokote
You're
able
pretty
to
good.
show up here, gets a star. What? That's a
That's a
great pull.
great item right there.
Yeah.
Use it a bit early though.
Sorry,
Hope
should
for
be.
the
Oh,
chain.
triple shroom.
That's
This is nice. We're able to
again.
throw the greens. Oh, I believe that's a top 3-5 for
That's
Dynamite. Yeah,
indeed.
that's
Though
can
bottom
be.
two, so
Yeah, the bottom two does hurt a little bit, but top 3-5 definitely a nice start for them right there. That track pick working out well. Just want to give a quick shout out to World Friend. Thank you guys for the raid. We appreciate that. Make sure you guys go check out World Friend on Twitch. They do a great job making content, streaming wars. They make all types of guides, so you can definitely learn something if you go check them out. So thank you, World Friend, for the raid. We appreciate that. And that race actually will be a plus 14 for Dynamite. So we do see Sunshine Airport coming out on their side, able to keep the top spots on that track. And we see Yoshi family going with their tried and true Yoshi Valley.
Sunshine is the track picked here. Could really snowball for Dynamite if they can hold those top spots.
Yeah, Sunshine Airport, not a track you see too often in competitive play. We used to see it a lot more a couple of years ago. But Dynamite has been around for all those years, so it's no surprise that they are familiar with it and do like to pick it.
A lot of teams are afraid of that target shock spot, even though it doesn't come up very often, I'd say.
Yeah, shock very powerful on this track as there are two glider spots, most commonly seen on the last glider spot actually, is where you get the team past the item boxes, and it takes them a long time to fall and respawn. Not quite sure who's in last right here, but this could be bottom two. No, I do believe that is going to be Cynthia in last.
Ooh,
Kokote unfortunately unable to use the star for the red game. So our perspectives right here are actually bottom two. We do have YF in 11 and 9. So it looks like Dynamite has been able to hold on to the top spots right here.
you really just think Kokote is keeping an eye on shock, possibly.
Yeah, most definitely. It looks like Amiya here is going to be going for the shock. Blue shell
Pulls blue.
definitely
We
will
will
help quite a bit.
we'll know who's in first. So it would appear Dynamite would be in first here, unless there's a horn.
Yeah, we're just going to throw that right away. Should be going for a Dynamite play right here. We do get a bullet bill. Not too bad because this should drop him off right before the first item set, so he should be able to get another box. We do see a
Oh,
shock coming in. Looks like that shock was on the side of Dynamite, able to cancel the blue shell. Do see the Roy making their way into first place, and we do see quite a lot of YF back here. We see a bottom two, and I do believe they were in ninth right there.
yeah, that's what it looks like. Good start off there, if that's actually what went down. Doesn't look like it, though.
Yeah, it looks like we did see Pedro back here as well on the side of Dynamite, but there are still a
A
lot of
lot of.
YF players.
Oh, it's going to be a bottom two for Dynamite again, it looks like, with that backed green. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. YF was able to get 1-3 and Dynamite got bottom two, so that should not be too bad of a race for them. Yeah, okay, we are going to see a +4 on the side of YF. So, definitely not too bad of a result, um, especially considering how it started. It was really nice for them.
Twisted or Hyrule, definitely some strong track picks for the spots with the one DK.
Yeah, I don't believe either team, excuse me, has an inward player. Um, so, they're more likely to pick tracks that don't benefit inwards, obviously.
Hyrule circuit up here. If Dynamite can. Oh,
Yeah, we just had a little bit of lag right there. Looks like Kokote will be going wide for coins, able to get a couple. So having 7 coins right here, definitely good. Has a red shell, but unfortunately right behind a couple of their teammates. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that right there. Looks like our other stream is still frozen. I'm gonna refresh maybe, and it'll fix itself. No, I think we should just focus on Kokote for now. Yeah, we are gonna see Kokote and quite a few Dynamite members back here. We do see Joe, Den, and Pedro all back here. Not quite sure who's in last, but we did see Nick on on Dynamite on Donkey Kong. And he was on Biddy Buggy, so it looks like that will be him.
red off glider here, possibly? No.
Yeah, able to break it with the fire. Do believe we have a top three on the side of Yoshi family. Top 3-5, it looks like. Oh, Pedro and Den able to make their way up. But I do believe this is at least top three. Looks like we had a little bit of a fail right here from Amiya in second place. But first place is definitely just breaking away, and they do have to be careful for Kokote. It's like not taking the shortcut. Maybe there could be a shock in play, and then one
That
into
would be my
space
only
probably.
guess here. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Looks like
Looks
someone
like,
dodging a ghost.
yeah, we do see Yara on the side of YF coming up. So I still think we are top three on the side of YF. We see a bomb
Oh,
coming
that's a
out, and it
great
does hit
bomb.
Den.
Top two
Well,
of YF here.
oh, and he greens
Top
himself. That
four?
was really unfortunate. Yeah, there's a lot of DY back here.
Looked like that might have been a DY top four going into that last Shroomless. Oh, not DY, sorry, YF.
Yeah, I know that was excellently played by YF right there. Honestly, what I would have done on the side of DY, I think I would have shocked the top three players after the item boxes. Um, because then they won't have an item for the rest of the race unless they want to go around the Nisk, and you lose a lot of time if you do that. And I do believe that the YF player would not have dodged if they did that, so I think that strategy could have been a little bit better for them. And we actually are going to see the lead change. It's going to be a -24 on the side of Dynamite, and Yoshi family will take a +14 lead.
Does look like there's still some streaming issues on YF side.
Yeah, it looks like Cynthia's stream is bugging out a little bit, but no worries. We still have Kokote. We are going to be seeing donut plans here. Definitely a track that Dynamite has been picking for several years now, so they are very comfortable on it. Like, we only have one player stopping at the first set. Definitely something pretty uncommon, but a few other players are going to get taken out right here, so maybe they will stop up here.
Looks like we got 3 in the back. They're fishing for for a shock.
Yeah, Kokote in a great spot right here with the Shroom and the Star. It looks like they will decide to chain it right here.
Not a bad chain though.
Yeah, most definitely 4 Shrooms right here is really good. Not quite sure who's in first. I do believe it's actually Nick, so we are going to see top 4 from Dynamite. Yeah, it is going to be Nick, so we do see top 4. Unfortunately, too far away. He will not be able to stop unlike a Kokote pass to dodge the blue. Kokote only gets 1 chain, and it's going to be a coin. Pretty unfortunate.
Shot coming into play there. Doesn't really affect top 2, given they can get boxes, though. Kokote is going to opt to go wide.
Yeah,
Or go take
Kokote
the cut.
decides to go around the box. Not quite sure who that shock was from, considering it dodged, or excuse me, it canceled the blue. Will be interesting to see who's in the bill here. We do see Amiya and Faker able to come up, but I do believe Nick did get first right there.
Yeah. Pretty even match there. I think maybe DY edges it by a couple points, so we probably shouldn't see a lead change here.
Yeah, let's see. We do have a +2 on the side of Dynamite, and we actually do see Yoshi Family Odyssey having 1,170 points. uh, but yeah, no, it's just a typo. YF does have a +12 lead right here, and Dynamite's. No, you're good. Don't worry. And Dynamite, their playoff lives are actually on the line right here. Um, I'm not quite sure who gets in if they lose, but obviously they're hoping they win. They're playing with a sense of urgency because this is an elimination match for them.
This is essentially their play-in.
Pretty much here. Definitely a nice track. Looks like Nick will be switching to Wiggler, so it will be a little bit harder to tell which one is him for us, which kind of sucks a little bit. You see Kokote getting a shroom. Nick does get trailed out.
Are we sure it wasn't the red? It looked like the red broke on him.
Oh, you're right. It could have been that. Looks like Yara is able to get in the first right here. Not quite sure. Yeah, he's lagging a little bit. Kokote, unfortunately, doesn't get any coins and
Oh,
hits the car.
going wide.
That red had, like, a mission to hit Nick. It's killed, like, 5 people. Let's see. Kokote
Fire.
here. Does have fire? Yeah, teammates right in front. Ooh,
Oh,
hopefully it doesn't hit dead.
he didn't. Good triple shrooms here, given you got the 2 cuts right in front of you.
Unfortunately, unable to get another box before the shortcut. Not quite sure when the next box will be. Looks like Charlie does get taken out by Den, who has triple reds, who is going to take out Yara as well. Not throwing the last one, so that is going to be DY in first, and we are going to see a DY top 3, I believe.
Blue's coming. Hits the car to dodge.
I actually got nervous right there for Kokote. I wasn't sure if the blue's gonna explode and get caught in the explosion.
Definitely a gamble to stay tight there.
Yeah, most definitely. Do you see Pedro in second? Double defense in first for Kokote, so barring a
Kokote,
shock or a blue, this should be a first, it looks like.
though it does look like the people up behind him are coming up in power items. We might see some shrooms. It's not going to
Oh
matter
gosh.
though.
Yeah, we do see Yara in second right here, able to hold down at least second for Yoshi family right there. Yeah, once again, looks like a pretty even race.
Again, I think DY is going to edge that, but it's not going to be enough to overtake.
That's going to be a +10 on the side of Dynamite, and we do see a -2 overall for Dynamite. Going into the halfway point right here, um, I've been impressed with Yoshi family of how they're able to, um, play like it's an important tournament match because even though it might be a little disheartening to lose the match before this, you might not want to try a lot because it hurts being eliminated. But it's impressive to see that they're giving it their best and able to compete right here.
Still nothing on the side of Yoshi family in terms of the stream, though, unfortunately.
We do see Yoshi families tried and true. We have Yoshi Valley coming out right here. Kote starting him first looks like is just going to decide to run. We do see Ara from YF able to stay in the back. This track definitely is one that shock is very common on, so I'd be very surprised if we didn't see a shock this race.
Agreed. It looks like it's pretty even up top. I saw YF get trailed out. It might be a DY top two here. Yeah, Nick sitting in second with Charlie in third from YF.
Like, some people are going to be able to catch up right here. We see Charlie coming up, and then other Donkey Kong will be a YF player. Nice play to let Nick get into first as he didn't have a defensive item. Looks like the back red is going to connect on Charlie.
YF 3-4 here. They could cycle some reds or even fire.
Yeah, the fire is... Oh, and the boomerang, the combo.
Oh!
We do see a
Going on
shot
there.
coming in. Looks like Pedro's going to be coming up. He has the blue. He throws it in second, and it connects with the YF player in first. And we are going to see a Dynamite top 3 right here.
Could be possible to see a late shock here again, as that shock is rather early, middle of lap 2.
Most definitely. And we do see some YF players coming up with shrooms, but Kokote has the red ready to hit. Gets bumped into the grass, unfortunately. Having a bomb could cause some damage. I do believe Pedro is still going to be in first. Nick could be in second on the side of Dynamite. We're going to throw the bomb up. Looks like it doesn't connect with anybody.
So Nick is down to 5th, it looks like there. 6th even.
Shrooms right here, definitely good for Kokote. We'll be able to take the shortcut. Looks like all Dynamite players have shrooms right here. Maybe they're able to gain some spots on the line. Looks like they will be able to. Well, still, YF able to get 1-3-4. Unfortunately, they do get bottom 2. But nice top 2-4 right there. Or 1-3-4, excuse me. Able to hold on to some points right there. And that's been like the story of this war. Every time we've seen a team get a good race, like a top 2-4 or a 1-3-4, usually it's also followed up with them getting a bottom 2 or something like that.
And it's
So
gonna
that,
it's gonna be an even race, and we're gonna still see Yoshi family be up by 2 points.
yeah, we have a +2 differential heading into the second half of the war right here. It's like we will be seeing Twisted Mansion come out right here once again. Another track. It's kind of similar to Hyrule Circuit and how Shock is very good right here. Um, However, this track is certainly not a running track like Hyrule Circuit is. Shock after the glider right here on this track, most definitely one of the best spots to use Shock in the entire game.
For sure, no items to take after, and you have to go the long way around. It favors just anyone that's not shocked over the glider, even if they don't get boxes.
Absolutely, we do see Kokote getting hit out right away. A smart play to back up and go for the coins. And this will be an early Dynamite bottom too.
We're gonna see Kokote back it up here.
It looks like Kokote and Dynamite will be electing to go for Shock right here. Don't want to commit too hard when you go for it. Looks like we are going to see Triple Shroom Star. Might be wise to start at, or to stop, excuse me, at the first set right here.
Oh, Dynamite's committing hard with 3 people back here too.
Yeah, we do see a blue shell coming out. Not quite sure who's in first, but if Dynamite is getting blued right here, this would be catastrophic for them.
It's like a lot of them have bills. You're really relying on that person in last now to hopefully have it, or have
Yeah,
it coming up soon.
Two bullet bills in play obviously does give the person in last a better chance to pull it, but judging by how fast they're moving on the minimap, looks like they don't have it. Yeah, I still don't think there's a shotgun play. We do see Nick. Oh, he does
Oh,
get backed. And this is certain. Oh, Kokote gets backed as
that's a
well.
great back.
And a pulling up plant is just so bad.
Cursed
So it
B
looks,
place box there.
yeah, this is gonna be Dynamite's last chance at the set right here. Even if they get it, I I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there will be a
They
shotgun play. It is coming out. Looks like it was a little late right there. Not quite sure how Dynamite's going to be able to capitalize off this. They are still bottom 3. Yeah, that could be a bottom 3, at least a bottom 2 right there for Dynamite. And a
9
top
bottom.
4 for YF.
That's probably the best race we've seen thus far, with the team being able to capitalize on the back spots of the opposition.
Yeah, so that is going to be a huge win on the side of Yoshi family. We are going to see them get a +26 race, extending their lead to +28. We only have 5 races left, so this is not impossible for Dynamite. But if they want to make the playoffs, they have to kind of put their big boy pants on.
We're going to see N64 Rainbow Road and then a couple different tracks on the side of Yoshi family.
Yeah, and 64 Rainbow Road, definitely a track that has gained popularity recently. If you ask me, I pioneered it because I'm really the goat like that. But this track is just so strong for players who start in the back, when they get a lot of coins. And so we will see right here. This is going to be a very decisive race. If YF is able to somehow hold on and get a good race, I think they're going to take it. But Dynamite could definitely almost even up the match right here. We do see a YF player burning out that will help DY out a lot.
That first item set is especially key, given that no boxes disappear because it is one of those few sets in the game where everyone can get it.
Yeah, most definitely. We do see Kokote having a shroom right here, able to get up. Not quite sure who has the boomerang right there, but I do think it is a Dynamite player. We're going to see Amiya coming up, able to disrupt a little bit. But Kokote able to just shroom away. And this is going to be a top 3 with a bomb.
Ooh.
You know, the road is pretty narrow on this track, so it puts a bomb back. Can't really go around it. Not quite sure
I
what's
would
going on in
even
bottom 2.
I would argue to rotate Kokote to third. Yeah.
Not quite sure if Nick has the shroom and he is able to dodge the blue.
There's
He
a
does have a horn, so
horn.
he's going to be able to break the blue. We see top 4 from Dynamite right here. At this point, I think you just let Kokote stay in second. Hold on to the top 4. You don't want anything to go
Oh
wrong.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and this last glider basically means they're safe, so that is going to be a top 4
There was a
coming out
bomb
from
on the
Dynamite.
glider. I don't know if you saw a fourth bomb to whoever fifth was. We might have seen even more heavy top spots for Dynamite at the end there.
Oh, but
Oh,
the 10-11 does hurt a little bit. However, that top 4 it definitely something that Dynamite needed right there.
Yoshi family should stay in the lead here, but definitely cutting down that lead, probably to single digits.
Yeah, plus 20 rice right there on the side of Dynamite. That was super big for them right there.
Only an 8-point gap to make up. Much more doable going into the last GP. Shy Guy Falls, there's a track you don't really see much in. I
There's
get
a
that
track,
gets much
yeah,
game.
you know, just
It's
about
my
the only.
favorite.
Okay, okay. The only time you see this track is when you're wearing YF. You know they love this track, man. Every time, and we are going to see it come out. We did see them go hardcore on this track. Um, Last time we saw them on Primetime, they went crazy on this track. So I would not be surprised to see if that happened again.
Well, yeah, when a lot of teams aren't practicing it because it doesn't get much play time, if you're able to practice it, you can really benefit from it.
Yeah, we are going to see Dynamite right here. Start with top 2. Looks like Ara is going to get taken out. Maybe. Not quite sure who's getting taken out right here, but looks like a lot of players are. All that
That's a
back is
great
going to be.
back there from Kokote.
Yeah, that's going to be brutal, especially on the waterfall.
Be interesting to see if Kokote uses the shroom through the first cut or the second cut here. He does opt
Here
to
we
take it
are.
to the first one.
Looks like we do have Nick in first. We have YF and 2-3 throwing the green.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately misses the set, and Nick gets greened out, and Kokote gets horned.
YF are, I think, top 2 right now.
Oh, and Charlie just doing a little bit of trolling as well. We do see Ara in last. Will be interesting to see if there is a shock and play. Honestly, I think he might have it.
Yeah, he's not cycling anything unless he's got a golden for
Oh,
it.
and
Misses
Kokote.
items from Kokote.
Yeah, that hurts a lot. I think Ara might have the shock at last. I really do. I think if there is, we'll be seeing it come in right here. We did see the player in last go for a ghost.
A lot of slowing down going on there at that set.
Yeah,
No,
the
because
player.
Bowser just used the star.
Yeah, I. What is going on? What is happening? Dude, I don't know what's going on. They're playing like one of the teams has shock. Maybe the player who used the ghost stole it.
Oh,
I do think that was the case.
what
We're gonna
happened?
see Charlie dodging right here. Den as well. Looks like Ara too.
YF are going to capitalize big off that shock. It looks
Yeah,
like
and
going into
Den
the.
gets billed unfortunately. So it looks like the only player on the side of Dynamite that dodge did get taken out right here. And we do see Kokote, Den, and Kai in 8, 9, 10. Oh,
Oh
unfortunately,
no!
gets started by the teammate. Looks like they might be able to gain a spot right here. No, unfortunately not.
That could be a disastrous race for DY there.
Yeah, that's going to be a top 3 for YF. But once again, we do see 2 bottom spots coming out on the side of YF. They are going to get 10-11, which definitely does hurt them a little bit. So I think I think what happened right there actually was I think Ara did have the shock in last, and then on lap 2 with the glider section, we did see a player slow down and get behind him and use the ghost, and I think that player was
Yeah,
able to take the shock because we saw them get out of the ghost and they were goldening right away, and then the shock came right after that.
great play. I wonder if they had saw it and slowed down on the hopes to take it.
Yeah, most definitely, and that is something. Um, Everybody tries a lot. Everybody tries to slow down and steal the shock, but it doesn't happen all the time. But when it does happen, it's a great feeling.
Looks like we're going Tick-tock here.
Yeah, we will see Tick-tock coming out right here. Tick-tock will be certainly good for YF top 3.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks if you can avoid the opening race or the opening couple corners getting bumped, you're home free up front.
Yeah, Kokote using the shroom right there in hopes to get a chain. Unfortunately, doesn't get a box and will get trailed.
Again, backing up for those coins.
Not quite sure who's in last, but we could be seeing a bottom 2 on the side of Dynamite. Will be interesting to see if they decide to go for the shock again. Bottom 3, maybe, looks like. And we do see the player in last will be stopping at that set, trying to get the shock. We do have kind of a mixed bag back here. It looks like 3 players from either team will be in the bottom 6. And we do see, looks like a YF player decided to stop.
Blue's coming here.
We do see the blue shell coming out. Kokote should be able to stay safe, not get hit off. Yeah, pretty nice. The blue is always a little chaotic on that
Oh,
last corner.
there's the shock.
That is going to be a YF shock. We do have 3 YF players dodging and 1 DY player, but 3 is greater than 1, so they should be able to mitigate that pretty easily. See a bill coming out right there from YF. We still do have. That was Den in 11th right there, and we do have Nick in last on the side of DY, so this is going to be a bottom 3 for them.
Ooh.
Yeah, we do see Kai back here as well. That's a pretty tough race, and we have Joe right there. That's a pretty tough race for Dynamite. Yeah, that's going to be a top 4-6 on the side of YF right there.
That might have been the nail in the coffin, given they're already up 22 going into that race. 2 big wins are needed for Dynamite to either send this to an extra Grand Prix or a win.
Yeah, Dynamite is going to be down 52 with 2 races left. It'll be really interesting to see what they do, especially since N64 Rainbow Road is already off the board, so they can't go to that. We do see Cheeseland coming out right here.
Two polar opposite track picks, really, here.
Yeah, if Wario Stadium does get selected, which it looks like it will be, it's going to be really, 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 really tough for...
It's going to be tough for Dynamite to pull this one back.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, right here is certainly it's like it's kind of like an interesting debate of what you want to do, right? Like, will will DY want to go for shock, or will they want to just try and get as many top spots as you can?
It looks like there's one Walu back there going for it, which I would not be shocked would be DY. So he is catching up pretty quickly.
Well, unfortunately, it
Oh,
does
that's
get bumped off
unfortunate.
right there. Yeah, not quite sure what the spots are. Not sure. Okay, we are gonna see YF in last. Um, yeah, we do see a couple Dynamite members back here, and they really can't afford this. We see a blue coming out. I believe that's from YF, so it is gonna be a DY player
Um,
first getting blued. That definitely hurts a lot because DY, they need a pretty sizable race to keep themselves in this. Using the ghost, stealing a coin, really, really unfortunate. Only able to get one box right there, which definitely does hurt. Triple shrooms right there, really nice. Able to rid out the YF player. Okay, so it looks like Dynamite is able to make some progress. I'm not quite sure who's in first, but we do see Ara in second right here. If they're able to get him out, that is a DY player in first. That could be pretty big.
oh, the horn is huge for the DY. Oh, they've opted to chain it.
Yeah, they might be able to combo a red on R right here. We do see a blue coming out. Not sure who is in first.
It's so far
Regardless,
away.
yeah. Oh, we do see another
Oh,
shock as well.
I bet that's YF's shock if that is a DY in one.
It looks like DY. Oh, unfortunately, gets his box stolen. Hopefully that. Oh, and the red does go
Oh
for
no.
Kokote. That is so unfortunate. And we do see Joe back here, 10-11 for DY. I don't know if they did
I,
enough.
top
Oh, top three.
three, it might be
Top three
enough, but
six.
a heavy top four, top five, top six is probably necessary.
Yeah, most
For
definitely. It looks like that was um okay, plus 16, so it is possible.
just about. I believe they're gonna need a plus 32 here, which is a minimum top four.
Yeah, we do see Music Park coming out. So it was the track they picked on the first race will be the track they pick on the last race, maybe the last race of their entire season, obviously for them, hoping it wouldn't be. Um, and quite frankly, it would just be incredible if they were able to make this win. That'd be huge. Like we do see um, Neo Bowser City coming out right here on the side of YF, and
I
that
don't
is
think
going to
DY
be
is.
it.
I don't think DY is minding a Neo Bowser City pick here either, though. Not terrible for having top three.
Yeah, and YF, excuse me, actually, yeah, YF is in a great position right here because they just have to get a spot in top four and they win. So, you know, they're not really sweating at all. Like, we're going to see an early top two right here from Dynamite. Not quite sure who this is. Yeah, there's a lot of YF around them, but still able to hold on the top two right here, trailing the red shell. Looks like they did get some space. And we
I
do
think it
see
might be a
Pedro.
DY top four.
Yeah, maybe a top four right here. Really very interesting to see what'll happen here. Obviously, top four isn't good enough, unfortunately. We do see Kokote in second place right here with a shroom. and a bomb. I think holding the shroom in case of a blue is a smart play. But Nick, it appears that he has more coins than Kokote as he is just going quite a bit faster.
Definitely interesting to see. It looks like there's at least one YF, maybe two at the back there. Opting to use the shroom, probably due to how far ahead Nick was there.
Yeah, we do see a ghost coming in.
Bomb again!
Oh, and there
Shock!
is going to be a shock. The
Oh.
player in third dodge, and it's going to be YF, so that will be a YF shock. And this is going to be incredibly difficult for Dynamite. We do see Joe up there able to get in the bomb.
Oh. That was the bomb that was ghosted, I bet, from
Yeah,
Kokote.
it probably was. And, as it stands, there is a YF player in first. Joe has to get him out if he wants to keep their season alive. And
It's not
I
gonna
don't think
happen.
it will be possible. So that is going to be YF
Another
getting
shot.
first. Yeah, another shot coming in right there.
DUI, but not
And
good enough.
that will not be good enough. Yara puts the finishing touches on a 120-point performance to shut out DY. Man. And that will be it. Unfortunately, Dynamite season has concluded. They will not be able to make the playoffs. That was definitely a good match. It wasn't the result that we expected to happen, but that was still a great match to watch.
Definitely a good match to watch. Saw a couple more niche picks as well. Mostly on the side of YF.
Yeah, most definitely. And so that actually is going to be it for the regular season of MKU Primetime. We want to thank you guys for watching and joining us this season. We saw quite a few good matches as well as some good ones at night. And next week we will be hopping into the D1 semifinals. Um, and yeah, that should be exciting. So join us next week at 2 p.m. Eastern, 20 CET. For the D1 semifinals. Should be a good time. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.